Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. I hope you're having a good one. I've had one of those sort of long days. I went for a bit of a run. I'm supposed to be in preparation for my first half Ironman, and I've sort of let the training until the last, we're 11 days out now. So yeah, I definitely need a beer, so I thought it'd be a good time to get stuck into my biscuit ale, I suppose, since everyone else have been doing the ANZAC Biscuit for ANZAC Day a month or so ago. Yeah, I did this one on the 13th for the 4th with the hope that it'll be ready for ANZAC Day. The recipe, there was one that was put out on the BrewTubers website that I'd already seen before, and I'd sort of taken inspiration of for mine, but because I supremely well prepped for mine, I sort of had to change it up. So I was doing a 30 litre batch, so that would sort of call for like 5.5 kilos sort of thing. So, but I didn't have 5.5 kilos of pale malt, so I thought it'd be a good idea to use the rest of my Pilsner and Vienna that I had. So there was like 226 grams of Pilsner, 190 grams of Vienna, and 5 kilos of pale malt, and that's all I had in base malt. I had 400 or so grams of biscuit. I put in some Abbey, which sort of correlates to like a sort of lighter crystal, I suppose. About 300 grams. Then I was using, instead of raw oats, I've got a mixed grain mix. So there's 5 different grains in there. There's rice, wheat, barley, oats, and rye that I use in all my batches now, since the rye IPA recipe that I did, which I'll be doing a video on later on. So yeah, there's 715 grams of that. Managed to get my hands on some chocolate. So the chocolate and biscuit I got from a local brewery in Udon, north of Nantes. So yeah, I put the same in for the oats as the chocolate, and then I just put in, I didn't toast the coconut, I just smashed it straight in. 285 grams, or actually I ended up just putting the pack, I had 300 grams. So yeah, I mashed it 68 for 90 minutes to hopefully have a theoretical pre-boil of 10:38. But I ended up with 10:52. But I think that's because I put the recipe on the one that was on the website called for golden syrup, but because I'm in France, I didn't get any golden syrup. No, he's just going to ignore me. That's alright. So I had some maple syrup that I had from a Canadian friend. Well, I guess I put 280 grams in. Right in there. Yeah, so then I did like a stop death step with the sparge where I just raised to 77 degrees C. And then I boiled it from 32 litres to 27 litres, and I got 1060.
Let's put it there.
Oh, there you go. Definitely prattling on way too long. SD card filled up. Christ. Yeah, so in the end, the OG was 1060. I had 27 litres. I split that into 25 litres in one fermenter, 2 litres in another fermenter. The 25 litre fermenter came down to 1016. 5.8%. Roughly. What did I put there? Right, so the 2 bottles that I picked off, I ended up carbonating that with some boiled maple syrup. So those were the 2 that I picked off to have for ANZAC Day. And then the USO5 went down to 1010. So that's what that, I didn't jot it down, but I think that sort of makes it a bit more closer to 6%. I do like this one a lot more. It's definitely sweeter. The 1016, you sort of feel it. I've got quite a few bottles actually left, so there's a few of you I promised bottles to, so this will probably be one of them going out. I have a pale ale that I sparged too much water on and didn't boil down enough, so it's like 3.5, so it's sort of like a sessionable pale ale, and that I might send out maybe just to get opinions on. If I sort of find that it's too thin in that sense, like if I'm gonna redo it like that, keep the sparge volume as is, I would put flaked oats in there to make sure that the mouthfeel comes across better, and I would carbonate the ever-loving shit out of it, because that was the other issue, is I didn't carbonate it enough. I'm still, I don't know, I think it's the sugars that I used, like I was using Rapadura for some, like, you know, like raw sugar, brown sugar and stuff like that. On the next bottling batch, I'm going to be using just like refined table sugar, so that's going to make it a bit easier. So, in the end, what is the name of this beer? Well, I've stolen, well, not really stolen myself, I've gone and gotten myself a biscuit from the local boulangerie. I've broken it, perfect. There's a double choc. So if I do like a chocolate stout, this would probably go well with it, maybe. But you see, the chocolate that I put in there really just added to the colour. It didn't. I don't really get like that's definitely chocolate. I mean, you get that nice chocolatey taste, but yeah, I think the body and the sweetness and like the if I was gonna up it, maybe the chocolate up it a bit more, it's definitely gonna make it darker. But that could be interesting to have like a chocolate biscuit ale. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. This can only get better or worse. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah. So the idea is to rebrew this, and instead of cinnamon, add some spices for like doing a Christmas beer. Because I actually dropped a couple of bottles off at, like, we had a homebrew meeting at Beer Market, which is sort of like it's like a bottle shop bar essentially, and the manager's like good friends with the guys that run the homebrew club, so he comes out and we had a few of mine, we had a few of Jimmy's. He did a session IPA that was superb, and then there was another fellow with a saison that we tried, and in the end we decided all 3 beers would be going to represent our beer club at a festival in Le Mans, so where the Le Mans racetrack is. So the return from that said festival was when most of the people, which I left I think 6 bottles, so it was the main comment was that they got back from it, so I wasn't there. Jimmy told me it was, people kept saying, this, ça c'est une putain de bière, so that means this is a fucking good beer, or this is a fucking beer. But normally when you say ça c'est une putain de bière, it means this is like really fucking good. So I'm assuming they really enjoyed the body and the flavour, so they're sort of trying to get over just drinking macro lagers here in France. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I'll send them out. The only issue is glass bottles, so hopefully the post doesn't smash them like they did my session IPAs. Anyways, thanks guys. Have a good one. And see you on the next one. So long I haven't drowned during the triathlon.